They they swear by
Swear by it, Damien.
cherry juice helps you sleep
What do you
better.
know about specifically sour cherry juice? What do you know about that?
Wait, what? Are we waiting? We need to save this. This is gold.
We're live.
We're live.
Oh,
We're already What the fuck do I know about cherry juice?
Holy shit,
That's
we're
sour
live?
cherry.
I don't know anything about.
Did you guys already do the bit? where,
No,
like,
there's no bit.
It's the intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to Two States at One Time, the only place in between Oregon and Utah where you can be on the state's lines between Oregon and Utah.
Why is the intro necessary? Who's listening to this who doesn't know this? No offense.
Actually, we get like 20 viewers a listen now, so I don't.
20 viewers per episode. Baby.
I don't even know. So people, like random people, actually are like
I don't
listening to
even
it.
know 20 people.
Yeah,
I don't.
I know. Like, shout out to Ariana, Caleb,
So wait, I was
Levi.
in the restroom and you started the podcast.
No,
I came back and said, "Hey, I just took a fat shit." And you're like, "Let's start."
No, I managed to completely cut the fat shit out.
Well, okay,
skip it. We went right into the what do you know about cherries, and then
sour cherry juice.
Sour cherry juice. Okay,
Damien,
So
what do you know about
people-
that? Tate, you know something?
no, like
That's-
explain.
that's the thing. I feel like it's a scam.
I'm gonna try it. I want to see because I sleep terribly every night.
Oh, I bet you do.
It is. What do you mean by that?
So, what do you think in this sour cherry juice is helping people sleep?
Yeah, like I don't buy into it. Like what? Yeah.
I don't know. They never explain themselves. They just say trust me. You know that like source trust me bro thing.
Hey,
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Their
Yes.
source.
Oh
And you know
my
what?
god.
I am going to trust them.
Who
Oh my god.
told you? Who told you this? Who are you? TikTok? Okay.
Oh, then
Yeah.
it must be true.
It's
It
definitely
must be
cap.
true.
It's
I'm not
definitely
saying
cap.
it's true. I never said it's true. I said I'm going to try it because at
No,
this point,
if you learn from TikTok, it's true.
No.
It's you can
Listen,
always trust the internet, and you can quote me
at
on
this
that.
point in time, I've tried so much different stuff, and I still cannot sleep well. So
Wait,
you know
you're-
what? I might as well.
Are you you have like sleep insomnia or like diagnosed or
What's going
anything
on
or?
No, it's
No.
just like
Do we need to talk about this? Are you okay, man?
I'm fine. I'm like clearly I'm fine. I'm still alive. I'm still in one piece. So, but
One
like
Piece. Sorry.
what? Damn.
Yeah. Got the flag and
no,
everything?
The thing is, it's just like I just like turn over a lot, and then like it's like I'm conscious, but like I'm also sleeping. I don't know. It's tough to explain. I just sleep terribly.
Oh.
That sounds awful. I'm gonna be 100 with you. That sounds awful.
Yeah,
Thanks.
my sleeping experience lately has like it's definitely not been that. I get off work at like 11:30 at night, so I get home at midnight and I just lay in my bed until 1 a.m. when I fall asleep. And it's kind of terrible. I'm just like,
That sounds
please,
awful.
body, fall asleep right now,
You know,
like
I
any
think-
moment.
I think part of the issue is when I'm lying in bed trying to fall asleep, I think of every terrible thing that's ever happened to me. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Wait, actually?
Well,
This is
okay,
kind of
not- it's
alarming.
just like- no, I
This
just,
is
like,
a lot to
lay there
take
and,
in.
like,
Oh, by the way, our
No,
guest
no.
is Caleb Kelson today.
Yeah, welcome,
Hello.
Caleb Kelson.
Thank you for having me for the second time.
And he's having fucking nightmares. Actually, so some guests might not know this. There's a pilot episode, an episode 0. It's a YouTube exclusive with Caleb. So this is the second time you've been on.
Listening to it, I was pretty distracted in that episode.
No,
That was a wild ride. I'll say that.
I don't
Getting
even.
texts about the dumbest shit. But anyways, go ahead, Tate.
No, I don't remember what we were talking about. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
We talk about me sleeping.
Sleeping issues?
I lie there and I think about the things that I've said throughout the day. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, that is different. I see what you mean. I thought you were having like, basically like nightmare type shit going on where you're just like,
No.
like, oh, I remember when my fucking dad got the belt. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, like that is
I'm not
that's pretty-
reliving past trauma. Don't worry about that.
okay. No, but you're just laying there and you're like, why the fuck did I say that to this person? You know?
Exactly. That's exactly what I do.
Sometimes that does happen to me, but more than it happens in bed, it happens like random cringe memory strikes, and I'm like, oh no, why? You know, just like
you
at
wanna,
work.
You want to let us in on one of those random cringe memories, if you could?
Me?
Yeah, for listeners.
Oh shit! Hold on, give me one. There's one that strikes me pretty frequently. Can either of you think of one just while I try and remember? Like,
Of a cringe memory?
Oh
yeah,
my
that strikes you, and you're like,
all
fuck.
of them. You gotta understand. When I was in like Tate knows about this. Let me
Do I
tell
know?
you. Actually, you probably know about this, Damien. It's just like until maybe like I was 19, I was the most awkward and just weirdest dude. And I blame it on me being homeschooled. I really do.
Hey! I
Coming from a
also
religious
blame my
family.
weirdness on being homeschooled.
Yeah, exactly,
So.
exactly. Tate can relate.
I can
So
relate.
it's just like, and I know nobody else thinks about it and nobody else cares, but you know.
I've done some really weird shit just like throughout my life. And I'll admit it. You know?
I don't have any standout moments is the problem right now. Like there
Now that I put on the spot too, I can't think of a single thing.
Exactly, yeah. It randomly hits me and I'm just like, oh my god, why? And I cannot think of what it is. I just remember being at Dutch Bros one time and some random memory just came in and I was like, oh, that is disgusting. Why did I say that to them? But I can't
That's
think
some good
of
stuff right there. Really
I can't
gets
think of the
blood
context.
flowing.
I feel like anytime I've probably ever like hit on a girl and it has been unsuccessful.
I think anytime I've ever talked to anyone, but especially girls, I think it's been pretty cringe.
Okay. Is this helping you recall one by any chance, or are we not? Because I feel like I'm getting there.
I mean, I went on a date this last weekend, and it was pretty cringe. The way it's been a while since I'd like gone out with anyone, so it was like they were getting to see me like feral. I was like unkempt. Like I don't know. It had been so long since I talked to someone I didn't know. I was like, hey, it was so embarrassing.
But actually, okay, I can think of one. I was going on a date with this girl, first date, and we were done hanging out, and this is a fucking throwback to last episode. When I took her to her house, I obviously walked her back to the door and everything, right? And then I was gonna leave, and she's like, "Oh wait, so you just like don't want like a hug goodbye?"
Oh god, not the hug. Oh my god!
Thank you for bringing this up, Damien, because I wanted to talk about this. You go ahead and finish your story, but I do.
No, that's the whole story. I was like, oh yeah, I just turned around and gave her a hug. It's like
I'm actually in a group chat with Tate.
Oh god, no, not this.
And I wanted to address the where my hug at stuff.
Oh wait, boys, the guys or the girls or both?
Huh? For myself.
Oh,
for
okay.
Myself specifically. If you have been a where my hug at person, are you always a where my hug at person? That's just my initial question.
No, it can go away. I
feel like part of that's with you forever.
Actually, you're right. It changes. It's like a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. You aren't where my hug at, but you're something else that's also really cringe, you know?
Well, I mean, really, like, there's probably some people in my life who only remember me as a where my hug at guy, just because like they haven't talked to me since. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, were you a where my hug at?
That's what I'm saying. I was, and I was. You know, I felt really called out when you guys were talking. In
oh, holy shit! That's so funny.
Disrespectful. I think I was kind of a pick me guy in general, though.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean by that, Tate?
I just came out too quick. No, keep going.
What does pick me guy mean? Hold on.
You don't
know what pick me is?
No, I didn't know where my hug at is either. Like this is all new for me.
Oh my god.
I would say a pick me guy is when like a guy, probably specifically with a girl, like will say something degrading about themselves in hopes to get a compliment back.
Oh.
100%.
So you're like, it's pick me up, basically. Like, is what the pick.
Yeah.
Okay, so like,
I mean, I guess I've never thought of it in that way. But
you're fishing for like somebody to like lift you up, basically, right? Like,
it'd be like if I was like, damn, I'm like so ugly. Nobody ever would want to ever be with me.
God, my arms are just not big enough. And then if someone was like, no, Caleb, you're so hot, you'd be like, oh yeah.
Okay, I get it. I'm following the logic. I do that absolutely ironically. Like I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of our mutual friends, shout out to Rebecca, was messaging us in the group chat. Some of you may remember this incident, and she's like, one of you guys needs to come up here and like meet my friend. Like, she's single, like I know y'all are single, like come hang out. and I messaged in the group chat, make sure to tell her I've never given a woman an orgasm.
God, that was the funniest fucking thing ever.
Right? So it's purely ironic. I'm not looking for an actual like sympathy, you know what I mean? And then I get a response back, and it was the girl, right? She's like, "Oh, I just saw that. I'm on Rebecca's phone."
Holy shit.
Do you both remember that?
No, I don't remember that part. But
That sounds familiar.
Holy shit!
That is
Did you ever go
funny
meet
as
that girl?
fuck.
No, I didn't. I don't think they're cool anymore.
Ew.
I don't know. I don't want to jump the gun, but
Oh my
if
God.
Rebecca, if you're cool, you have to come on the podcast and clear up the air.
Oh, I want Rebecca on this podcast. I would freaking love that.
I'll try.
That would
I'll
be
try.
An interesting dynamic. I'll say that.
What the? Yeah. What would we talk about? Like, there's so many options, but I think
You might
I don't
forget
want
a lot
to.
of stuff she says though.
Yeah. We have to edit stuff
Like,
out.
honestly.
But
Shit.
I guess probably we could just go right into our first topic. Then we had our
I
little.
do want to clarify though. I'm no
Mhm.
longer a wear my hug at guy or a pick me guy.
I'll believe it when I see
Um,
it. I'll believe it when I see
Shut
it.
the hell up, Tate.
And the first thing I wanted to say is, Tate, you had your birthday, right?
I did. Yesterday was my 20th birthday.
The big 2-0, and I guess how was it? What'd you do?
I mean, I stayed in for the most part. Hung out with some friends, got some dinner with some friends. I had some friends over Monday, a few nights before, just because they were in town. It was a good time, you know. 20 isn't like a big change from 19, but you know what? We're here.
No longer a teenager.
No longer a teenager. Yeah, every year since I turned 13, my older brother would message me or tell me in person when we lived together and be like, "Oh my God, you're a teen." And then this year, I was like, "Holy shit!"
He
It's
can't do
over.
it. He has the high ground though. He can say
He has the high
you're not even 21 yet.
You're not even 21 yet. No,
That
exactly.
is pretty embarrassing, Tate.
That
Okay,
is
well.
that is
Sorry,
embarrassing.
sorry.
How cringe is that? We have like basically a
so
child in the
cringy.
call with us right now. You might as well be a
We should
teenager.
do-
What the hell?
We should boot Tate. ASAP.
What the heck? What
No.
the heck?
No, are you either of you? I guess I'll just open the floor. Like birthday celebrators, or
You
like,
know what?
where are we
I
at on
was-
birthdays?
I was something of a birthday celebrator earlier in my life, but now it's just like it's a day, you know? It's like people are nice to me and I appreciate that, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna like treat myself today, and that's about it.
Do you normally get the? Oh wait, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you normally get like presents and like was that something you
Like,
did growing up?
Yeah. Like gifts, that's like a part of it. I'll give gifts on other birthdays, get gifts on, it's sweet, But like, I mean, I never really expect anything from my friends at this point because I'm like, none of us have money, If you want to hang out, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's true, honestly, and especially like as you're getting like for me, like I'm 23, so whenever I have like a birthday, it's like way more meaningful that my friends can take time out of their week and actually hang out. Because that's not a thing, right? You're just like, oh, maybe we'll play some games or whatever normally, or like catch up, but like actually meeting up with them, in person and being two human beings is like that never happens. So if that does happen, that's like the coolest gift, I feel like.
It's hype.
I typically don't celebrate birthdays. I get like, I mean, I don't know.
Are you a
Birthdays,
birthday
like,
crier?
Yes, I am.
I
I'm
got
down
a
in the
lot of
dumps
friends
on
who
my
will
birthdays.
cry on their birthdays.
Wait,
year.
And I feel like-
wait. I actually, or like, is this a joke? Is this a bit?
No, I'm dead serious.
Okay, wow. All right.
Yeah. I don't know why I just get so like depressed on my birthdays, but I'm sorry. I feel like everything I've said about myself has been so depressing. My life is not
God,
complete
Caleb,
shit.
you're awesome. No, Caleb, you're
Caleb, you are so
was-
cool.
Everybody just hates me.
He's 6
and,
feet
like,
tall.
I'm 6 feet tall.
6 feet.
He's
blue
so funny if
eyes.
you've ever met
Why
him.
did you stop there? 6 feet tall. You had nothing else to.
So disrespectful.
Wait, Caleb, are you 6 feet tall?
Anyways, am I 6 feet?
Yeah.
He's 5'11".
I know. I'm
5'11", damn.
5'11" actually.
You-
5'11" 3/4.
Do you round up on dating apps?
Do I round up on dating apps?
Yeah,
Down,
you-
down on dating apps.
Do you
Set
think
their
I've been on a
expectations
dating app?
lower.
Who do you think I am?
That's true. That's true. He would have been a
Caleb,
good.
Are you not on dating apps?
No, I'm not on dating apps.
Man, you just flirt with anyone who comes through the old shop, and you're like, hey, buddy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. I do not have the confidence for that.
Have you ever been hit on by a customer? Oh, you have actually, huh? You have. Do you want
That used to happen
you want to share
all
that
the
story or a story about being
What
hit on
story? A
How-
story?
at work? Yeah.
I remember like a crocheted snail or something like that.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, when I worked at at downtown there was this girl who made me a crocheted snail for my birthday. I was like, at that point, I couldn't freaking not give her my Snapchat, right? Like, you can't say no, right?
you can, but you also can. I get the implication.
I could not. I gave her my Snapchat. We talked for a little bit. Nothing happened.
Hate to see
Yeah, that
it.
was one of the weirdest, bro. And it's tough because you can't leave. You're at your place of employment. You know what I mean? They have you trapped.
Now you
That's-
feel like every woman ever.
Yeah, actually,
There's just-
wait. Go ahead, finish your story.
There's a well, I was just a second. There's a customer at a different Dutch Bros I worked at, who, like, when I worked there last time, I'd always talk to her. She's super weird, just super weird. She's in her she's probably in her mid-40s now at this point. And I found out one day that she was like in love with me, and
Oh my
I've seen
God.
her since, and I don't know, ever since then I get like scared when she comes through. Let me
I
tell you.
mean, the thing is, what's not to love? You're 6 foot.
I'm 6 foot.
You're 6 foot.
Hates himself.
Where my hug at?
Literally, where is my hug? Where is my hug? In this
Need
one?
one ASAP.
Wait, Tate, have you? I'm getting so sidetracked, but this is too good. Have you been hit on at work?
Yeah, I've been hit on at work before.
What happened? What the hell happened?
I mean, I usually just get a good conversation out of it, and then usually people aren't forward enough to ask for your number. If they do, then I'm like, yeah, why not? The thing is, I'm weird enough that once they start talking to me, they're like, all right, you know what? I think that me buying coffee from you is enough.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I have been hit on that I know of one time. There may be other. I'm told I'm really, really bad at getting hit on because I am not.
You're not aware.
Yeah, I'm not aware, and I think it goes along with the hug thing where I always just assume someone's being friendlier. But one girl made it so painfully obvious that she was hitting on me that I gave her my number on her receipt, and I gave her the wrong number.
You're kidding me.
The wrong fucking number
You're
because
kidding.
my handwriting is so bad that a 4 became a 6.
that's a classic.
Oh
Wasn't
my
that your brother's
God.
number that you gave her?
No, I literally turned a 4 into a 6 in my number.
Holy
Dude.
shit!
But
How's that even possible?
I wrote my name on it, and she found me on Instagram. She's like,
Holy
bruh.
shit.
She's like,
Didn't
bruh.
take the hint.
Yeah, I know.
Like, why would you give me
Holy
a real
crap.
name?
That was a
Like,
red.
fake number.
That was a
Why
red.
don't you tell us the rest of that story, Damien?
I don't think I should. I don't think I should.
I don't think you should.
I think you both know it, but I'll save that for the when
That's when we start our Patreon.
Yeah.
That's what that'll be here for. Oh
But-
my God.
no. Okay.
Anyways, let's get to this
Holy shit.
topic.
The birthdays. Okay, Caleb, you were saying though about birthdays. Oh my God.
Birthdays?
Yeah,
Oh, shit, I
you
don't
were
even know.
you're a birthday crier.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
What
Oh,
what's
that's
going on
kinda
with
all there
that?
is to it. What's
Always?
going on with that? I don't know. I just feel like every birthday is a time to reflect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
It's
that's all
always
I'll
it's
say
always
about that.
always negatively or
Your birthday is a time to reflect, and my birthday is a time to play Super Smash Brothers for 4 hours.
Holy
so
shit.
we aren't the same.
we aren't
We
the
are
same.
not the same.
Wait, I actually had a pretty nice party on my last birthday. A lot of people showed up. Both of you were there actually.
Yeah, that was hype.
It was a good birthday. I'm not a big celebrator, but I don't know. I think for 23, especially since I was newly single, I just wanted to see everybody, you know what I mean? And it was so awesome that everybody showed up.
That
So
was a good birthday. I remember shitting on Ariana.
that
I
was
stand by that.
yeah, she kept asking you, she's like, would you hire me under for this? And you're like, no. And then eventually it just got to the point where she's like, would you hire me at all? And you're like, no, I wouldn't. I was like,
Fuck no.
what the fuck, dude?
I'd do it again. I stand by that.
Oh, she broke the piñata too. That was awesome.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had a
Oh.
piñata full of little plastic liquor bottles and money. But I did want to mention we should make either a Twitter post or an Instagram post really fast, not right now, on the birthday card that we send each other.
Oh yeah, we should.
We gotta share that. That's kind of iconic. But
birthday. Yeah, everyone, don't walk, don't run, sprint to our Twitter to see that photo that I will post tonight.
yeah, it's basically we send each other a card, and we just got Caleb in on it. But Tate and I are on technically year 2, I guess. Is that how we would describe this?
I would describe this as year 2.
Year 2 of we send each other the same card back and forth, and it just says, "I hope your birthday's as good as your dick," and it's beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's iconic. I love that.
What'd you think of the sticker I added?
You know what? I saw the sticker, and at first I was like, oh, I think it's gonna just be like a loose sticker. But then I remember we're just putting stickers in it, and there was a lot of emotions. You know, I was shocked at first, honestly, because I wasn't expecting anything, and then I, you know, it was acceptance. You know, there's anger.
Oh, you had to go through the cycle of grief when you saw it?
Yeah, I went through the cycle of grief when I saw it,
shit.
and it was a lot. You know, there was a lot. I
Caleb, if
appreciated it.
you'll get to see the sticker. Your birthday's coming up here.
Are you gonna be posting the sticker on Twitter as well?
I think we should.
I think the sticker
I think
will
you should
be
at this point.
I think
Also,
everyone
I do
should.
not have Twitter. Just a heads up.
Oh,
Yeah,
we have an Instagram too, so we could post it on
we have
both.
an Instagram. Hey, everybody, go follow our Instagram.
Two states at one time?
Is it 2 states at one time, or is it 2 state at one time?
Oh shit. We'll put a link in the description.
One of them is different. Yeah.
It's 2 states at one time.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
But,
Love
Go
to
follow
see
2
it.
states at one time at Twitter. And no, not at Twitter, at Instagram.com.
yeah, that's so funny.
At Instagram.com/Facebook.
But I one thing Tate wrote down here, and I have absolutely no fucking clue what the context on this is, but haircuts. We're supposed to. Do you want to elaborate on that? Like, what when you wrote this down? What was like?
Okay, I wrote this down a long time ago, so I don't remember what the meaning was then. But I've got, you know, I like getting my hair cut. I don't get it done often. I like to grow my hair out, you know, and style it and fuck around with stuff, you know. But then, you know, for me, it's every few months or so. I'll go and I'll get my hair cut. I'll do something drastically different every time. You know, it's got like a similar way I can style it, but you know, there'll be a different sort of like fade or something. And it's just an interesting thing for me. And then most recently, I'd grown out my hair longer than I ever had before. It was almost to my shoulders. And then I went and got it cut because I was like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, like, I just need like a reset, and I think this will help, and it did.
Do you feel like haircuts are a reset? Like,
I
do
think
they?
they really help me. I don't know why, but just like having a different outward appearance makes it easier for me to have a different inward look at myself, you know?
I have never gotten a haircut and been like really happy with it. I always get a haircut and I'm like, who the fuck am I? What happened?
Literally,
like,
I am usually the same, but my current hairstylist, Katie, shout out to Katie, she is the sweetest little thing I've ever met. I moved to Salt Lake City when I was 17, needed to get my hair cut, didn't know where to go, so I was like, this place has 4 stars, not 5, so it's not like scary. Slay, let's go there. And she was really sweet, cut my hair, knew one of the people in my program, and I was like, awesome. And then I just kind of stuck, and now it's been I'm on my 3rd year of getting my hair cut from her, and she's pregnant, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm invested in your life.
holy
That's
shit.
crazy that happens. So now when I go and get my hair cut, it's not just an uncomfortable time. I also get a nice conversation out of it.
Well, I usually have a nice conversation. Other than one time I got a haircut, it was so strange. I told the person cutting my hair that I work in behavioral health, and they're like, and we got to the idea of like, I don't know, mental health and like criminals. This is so fucking weird, by the way. We got onto this, and I was like, yeah, I mostly have like a lot of empathy for people who have like mental health issues, like that I work with. Like I'm not angry at anybody there. Like I don't feel like scared of them or anything. Like working with them is like a very like enjoyable experience. I love my job. And that like was so off-putting for her, and she really didn't like that. She's like, yeah, I just saw on the news the other day, like some guy with like schizophrenia like murdered his dad, and like I can't believe they want to let people like that out. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
You were like, damn, that's crazy.
Jesus, like, you know what I mean? Like, first, yeah, and I was just like, okay, I was like, I don't know this.
This is mid haircut too.
Yeah, I'm mid haircut. I was just like, yeah, I don't really know the story you're referring to directly, but like, I can say that like working with people in behavioral health, that like a lot of the time they're really confused, and like that's hard for like people who aren't mentally ill to understand. And you know, I was just trying to be like, I guess, kind of sensitive on the subject, and this lady cutting my hair was just fucking raw dogging the story. Like, she was so pissed. She's like, nah, he needs to be locked up forever. That's the only way that the family can, like, get closure. And I was just like, is that even a good way to get closure?
You just know that she saw 2 headlines and she's like, oh, this is going to be my bread and butter tomorrow at work while I've got my hands in people's hair, you know?
But other than that, I've had a very pleasant conversation with whoever's cutting my hair. I just hate what happens to my hair when it's gone. And I'm
Wait,
like,
Damien, I need to know. Do you have a different person cut your hair every single time?
I see like 4 different people
Damn.
usually. Like,
Holy shit.
do you see the same person?
Absolutely, yeah. I've seen the same person for
Yeah, and
probably the
Caleb,
past
remind us,
3
how
years.
often do you get your hair cut?
Every month and a half.
Every month and a half. This boy
Probably
walks into the
2
house
months.
with the exact same haircut, like every other day. I
It
swear to
feels-
God.
The way I feel after a haircut is Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3 when he's got the black hair,
Oh,
the
yeah.
denim suit,
He's
and
doing the finger
dancing thing.
guns.
Yes.
Exactly. That is how I feel after I get a haircut. It gives me so much confidence.
You know, this is a little off topic of that. Kids in like 10 years, instead of saying Spider-Man 3, you know they're gonna go to the I poop my pants, I have sex, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's gonna be the reference they
Oh.
make. I don't know why I just thought of that, but like,
Man, I was trying to explain that scene to someone who hadn't seen Morbius, and I was like, you gotta watch it. It's one of the worst movies ever. And they were like, why would I waste my time? And I'm like, no, because Matt Smith does this dance to the Poop My Pants Have Sex song, and I think I lost them around there.
yeah, it's a tough sell. It's a tough sell. But, okay, so you go every, you said month and a half, basically?
Yeah, it's probably a month and a half to 2 months. I just do not like my hair getting too long,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. That's basically it.
We got to get a picture of the gang and what we look like.
The gang?
Yeah, the 3 of us, the squad, the homies. What do you want to call it?
I don't
the
know.
podcasters.
The
Calling
3
it
of
the
us?
gang was just
The
so
game
funny
was
to
kind
me.
of weird.
The
honestly.
gang,
We
the
don't
gang
get
was
the
the
gang
gang
back
was
together.
Pog,
The gang
and
was
you know it,
Pog.
and you know
What
it.
the hell up?
Oh my,
Oh my
god.
god.
Oh yeah, I remember why I wanted to bring
Hey,
up
what the hell?
haircuts again. Sorry. Well, because I get my hair cut and it's a great time, but and I go to the same place, same lady. My brother just recently, he had a kid and he finally got his haircut after like a few months of having the kid, and he got one of the worst haircuts I have ever seen.
Jesus fuck.
And he was like, I paid $40 for this haircut, but I just didn't care enough to say anything. And I was like, God fucking damn it. And I wanted to know, this is separate because he didn't go to a shitty place. He just had a bad haircut. Would you guys ever go to like a Great Clips or like a Sport Cut?
I've been to
Absolutely
both.
not.
I have been to both, actually.
I went to I think it was Sport Cut once, and I was like, what's going on in here?
They just like take your hair off. Like that's
kinda
the
do it.
gimmick. Yeah, there's no cut. It's just gone.
That's just
Yeah.
kind of what they do.
Yeah.
I've never been that down bad.
No, but yeah,
Never.
I definitely went as like a kid a lot. I go to like some barbers now. Usually is what I do. But like honestly, I'm kind of scarred. I need to get a haircut right now. But
Really.
my hair is my bangs are like past my nose right now.
Oh my god, Damien, drop a pic of your hair right now in the
Yeah, drop a
Instagram.
That's
Look at
what
the
I was
story.
saying.
ASAP.
That's why I was saying we should like get a picture of all of us so we get like the sense for our hairs. Where I was going with that before I was like
Oh,
before I was
okay.
fucking like brought down by everybody for saying the gang.
The gang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but anyways, Great Clips. I was thinking about it, and I was like, so many people don't go there. So many people know that you're not going to get a great haircut. How are they so successful?
Because a lot of people do go there.
Are you sure though? How many
Yeah.
people do you
People-
know personally that go there?
Kids usually especially go. Like parents take kids there. Like adults aren't going there, but like, some dude named Chris is taking his kid Anthony.
Some
And, like-
dude named
Okay,
Chris.
to be fair, if I was a parent and my kid needed a cut, I would not give a shit and take them to Sports Clips or whatever.
You would just do it right at home?
No, I wouldn't do it at home. I would take them to like a shitty place like that.
Wait,
That's
do you
crazy.
remember when COVID first happened and you couldn't get haircuts?
Oh god, and everyone was cutting their own hair.
I let Tegan and Danny cut my hair. Did either of you show up for that?
I remember that. I remember that.
I do not remember that.
They gave me a
That sounds
haircut
like
on my
hell.
back porch. Well, it couldn't have been that bad because you didn't even notice that they gave it to me. You know what I mean?
It wasn't the worst thing
You have a
ever. I
picture
was
of
like,
it?
I wish I saved a photo, but I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he didn't want to remember that time.
No, I didn't.
But yeah, I bring up the great clips in the sport cut because I don't know if you guys know like watch streamers, but Ludwig, he's one of like the biggest streamers right now. He goes to great clips and he's like a millionaire, and I was like, what's the point of that?
He
What's
wants
the point
it-
of having all that money if you just
He wants a great clip.
he wants a great clip, and
Yeah.
it made me think that like the next time I get my haircut, maybe I fuck around and go to great clips and see how they do.
Hey, don't you dare, Tate.
I
Tate-
mean, they
You
must
dare.
be driving business for a reason.
Tate, you have to go.
Damien,
Now.
Damien's gone. He's long gone. But Tate, not you.
And that be
Please.
what
What?
we do for my 21st. You guys come down to Salt Lake City and we go to a great
We
clip.
all get a great clips
And
cut.
we all sit
Really?
down at the same time we say, fuck me up.
Just fuck me up.
Just fuck me up.
But
That
wait,
would be a baller.
have either of you
Fuck the gang
gotten
up.
a bad haircut actually?
100%. When I was in middle school, was it middle school or ninth grade? You know, like 8th grade, 9th grade, around that, pretty young. I was still a little socially weird. And so, my mom brings me into her friend that owns a salon and is like, hey, we get a discount here, so you're going to get your haircut. And I'm like, Slay. Well, I don't say that because I'm in 8th grade and I'm, weird. But I was like, okay. And then I go in and I say the exact same thing every time I say just like a little bit off the sides and off the top, however much, because I don't know how much in inches or whatever.
Mhm.
She's like, okay. And then she buzzed my head and was like, you need to be clearer in the future. And I was like, right. So I was next to bald. Like it was very, very thin. And that is the first time that I ever started to get into hats. And it never went away.
No, my god, I can't wear hats actually at all. I don't fuck with hats or like beanies. I can work with a beanie during the cold, but like, I won't wear a normal like hat.
I don't mess around with hats either.
But-
Okay, Mr. Hair. Of course you don't. Your hair's always at the perfect length.
True.
Thanks.
I actually did get a bad haircut at a Great Clips. This was
At a great clips.
probably like 8 months ago. And
I went when I was a kid.
yeah, let's see. No, well the thing is, there was one. I was dating this girl like 8 months ago, and she lived right next to one, so I went to one actually. And this just occurred to me. I didn't really like remember going to Great Clips because I normally go to the barbers. These two, one of them closed. It kind of pissed me off. Then the second one closed. So then I was going to this. That's actually why I've been rotating haircuts now that I think about it. Like when you
That makes
asked,
sense.
and I was
I'm
like,
sorry for disrespecting you, Damien. That's my bad.
I didn't even think of it when you asked me, but I was like, yeah, I've been to like 4, but like I'm realizing I've been to 4 because 3 have closed. Anyways, and now I am stuck at the one that we talk about mental health. So I guess we're on to number 5 for this next one. But
You gonna stick around there?
no, we're going to a new one. But anyways, I went to this Great Clips that was right next to where my girlfriend was living, and I got like a mullet. And I was like, this is not what I wanted at all. And I didn't have the confrontational skills to fucking tell him to fix it.
God.
So I left and came back like an hour later when there was a new crew with the receipt. And I was like, hey, so I just got home and like I noticed like it was a little bit like not what I wanted in the back. And then I showed them that I was just there earlier in the day and they fixed it for me. But I didn't want to be like that guy and tell him, hey, this haircut fucking sucks.
Holy shit, Damien.
Holy shit.
So I did go back.
You have to look like that, Damien.
Yeah. Like
What are you
what?
thinking?
Like what? Just for like.
If you hadn't gone back, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I went back. I just not immediately.
No. Damn.
But
You crazy for that.
mhm.
My barber was working at a barbershop in Eugene.
Mhm.
Left that barbershop. I had to track him down to a new barbershop in Springfield just so he could keep cutting my hair.
Yeah, you followed him all the way to Springfield?
I followed him to Springfield, yes, and I'd do it again.
You would do it again.
He goes to
Crazy.
Salem. He goes to Salem.
Oh my
An
God.
hour drive
No, yeah,
almost.
wait,
I would drive to
how far
Utah.
would you draw? How far would you actually drive for this barber?
For Alex, shout out Alex.
Shout out, Alex.
Damn, probably. Honestly, I think any farther than Springfield, I wouldn't do it. I would do it. I don't think.
Hmm.
Wild.
I
I
was gonna
love my girl Katie, but honestly, if she left, Great Clips is right around the corner.
Holy shit. Hey, no.
That's so
Maybe I
funny.
just start giving up.
You just give up on life. I had like a similar feeling with my doctor actually, where like my doctor is a fucking legend. This dude would like tell me everything straight to my face, like, dude, you are so overweight. Like, start fucking eating right. Like, please start exercising.
Oh my
He'd send me
God.
home with these fucking packets telling me like how to do everything to be healthy again, you know? And like I just love having this doctor for some reason. And
Just
he
you like it put real.
yeah, I like it real. Be real. Shout out be real.
Shout out Be Real.
Shout out to my doctor to Kyle for being
Shout
real.
out to Dr. Kyle on Be Real.
Anyways, I tracked him down to see where he went. Also, how are people just fucking stalkers, us included? But anyways, I hunt this guy down and he's in
Whoa.
like he's
Whoa,
like 4 hours away from here now, and I'm like, oh, that's too far. I was just hoping he went to like Eugene or something, like a different hospital, but he didn't. He like left. Like he big left.
Hey,
But,
what was that comment about us being stalkers? Let's roll back.
okay, but like honestly, with all the social media shit we have, everyone is such a fucking creep, right?
Is it creepy that since everyone does it though?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, then never mind.
Just because
I wanted
everybody,
you to make me feel better.
just because everybody does it doesn't make it not creepy.
I
Okay,
don't know.
get
I
this.
mean, if everyone does it.
Get this. One of your friends is like telling you that they met a guy, right? And like absolutely like spent 15 minutes just searching people up, looking for like tags and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Are you feeling good about this?
No, I'm not.
No, you're fucking not, but everyone does it.
Listen, there's a sense of pride in being able to do that, though. You know what I mean? It's impressive.
Actually, there's some people at Dutch Bros, the one we worked at, that are fucking killer at that. And I hate it. They're like FBI agents unleashed.
No, yeah. Sometimes you'll meet someone and I feel like they can find exactly who you're talking about if you give them a first name. And the first name is like Tanner. And they're like, oh, you mean the one from Arkansas? And you're like, huh?
They're like, yeah, the one with the crooked dick. And you're like, wait a second, what?
One of your family members is a mutual friend with them. I saw their nudes. And you're like, what's going on?
What is going on? Yeah.
Has this happened to you before, Tate?
No. Anyways.
But you get my point, right? We're like,
I do get your point.
Just because we all do it doesn't make it not creepy. It's weird. It's weird finding people when they do something else. But
Fair
Jesus
enough.
Christ. Was there anything else you wanted to mention on this haircut topic?
I think we've gone through all. Wait, do you have something for the haircut, Caleb?
Oh yeah, I did. My mom used to cut my hair. Shout out Debbie.
Oh yeah, mine also did. Shout out Julie.
I didn't have a mom that cut my hair, but I was also not
Oh my God,
homeschooled,
that's
so I'm normal.
Pick me, Damien.
I'm
Come
so
on.
fucking.
Get over it.
It's not pick me. It's a flex. You guys were homeschooled, all right? Like, come on.
This is true.
God. No, I'm pretty sure my mom, like, I don't remember them being that bad, but I'm sure in retrospect,
Oh,
like, she
my
had
mom
no
was-
training.
My mom was a buzzer all the way. I had a buzz cut long time. It was either my hair was long and shaggy or it was a buzz cut.
Shout out Julie.
Shout out Julie.
Actually, Julie's one of our normal listeners too.
Exactly.
We're up to like 5 people out of the 20 that we know. I'm sure by the end of this we know all 20. By the way,
We got to stop then because I can't know all 20. I need it to be parasocial and not just social.
like, fuck, it's not. It can't just be our friends listening.
Exactly.
That's fucked up. All right. Well, I think the other thing that I really wanted to talk about to make sure, because honestly, these conversations are fucking all over the place. I love it, but I wanted to talk about actually being good at your job. So on a previous episode, we kind of talked about failure and trying to deal with it. So I want to look at the other end of the spectrum, and I guess I can kick it off and just say, like, the reason I wanted to bring it up is because, like,
Yes, please.
I had like a team meeting recently, and during the meeting I got a shout out from like the nurse and like the administrators on like, I've only worked at this company for like 3 months, and they already had me like training some new people on how to do like medications and stuff like that. And everyone I've trained apparently is absolutely incredible and says only amazing things about me and my training style. So they like gave me like a shout out during the meeting, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so fucking good at my job. And I'm just like, I guess it seems cool because I'm like pretty new at my job. So the fact that like I'm already teaching other people how to do the job is kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like really good about it. I'm just like, wow, I'm a winner today. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah. What are your
I
guys' your
I mean, I
thoughts,
guess
your
I can
success
jump in.
stories?
I
Yeah.
I don't feel that I've been too successful in any of the like I think I've always been a fine worker. Like, I do my best, or if I'm working for the minimum wage and I'm not having a good time, I do what I'm expected to. So I don't know if I have any of those moments, but like I guess in like my jobs as a performer, there have been times when the directors or the producer are like, "Hey, he's doing it right. Follow his follow his lead," and I'm like, "Hell yeah, that feels good." It doesn't happen often though.
Mm. No, I think that's kind of an interesting, I guess, thing to consider too. Is like, I have like a, I guess like career style job now. I guess you could call it. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. Versus like either like part time jobs, which are mostly what you've done, right? Like,
Mhm.
and then I would consider your like your performances like career style jobs too. They're just such a different industry
It's
that
very different,
it's
yeah.
so much harder to make that comparison because like I see the same people and the same staff and they can see that I'm doing a good job or not. Whereas for you, you see
I've
maybe
got I've got
different people like
I've got 2
judging your
months to prove, and
performance.
then I'm somewhere else, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I don't know. Caleb, what about you? Where are you at on
I
your
Caleb,
job?
have you ever been good at anything, Caleb?
I haven't been good at anything in my entire life. I suck at everything I do.
God, he's so hot.
No,
It is
Caleb, you're
not.
so good at your job. You're actually
Thank
so
you.
good. You're so smart.
Oh my
And
gosh,
you're 6 feet
stop.
tall.
I think like I haven't worked too many jobs. It's only been like Abby's and freaking Dutch Bros. But
That's
in terms
it?
of
Wait,
like,
you've only had 2 jobs?
Shout out,
yeah, I think
Abby.
so. I'm trying to think.
But
I
you've
used
had like
to.
multiple positions at Dutch Bros. Were you good at any of
Yeah,
them?
and I was gonna. Well, actually,
Were you
the thing
good at any
is
of them?
like I've gotten a lot of praise from people who are above me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And like they were proud of the things I was doing, but there were definitely some things where I was like, I don't think I'm doing a good job at this. You know what I mean? And I think it's just in terms of like my standards and maybe the way I wanted to lead other people
Mhm.
didn't line up with what the people above me wanted me to do. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and that's partly why like I stopped being a manager. I was like, damn, like I don't think I'm doing a good job with like the way that I want this to go. You know?
Mhm.
Um,
Right.
so
Yeah.
I think I was good,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think the self-fulfillment, or like the, knowledge that you are proud of what you're doing is equally, if not more important.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think probably even more because like you ever get like recognized for something and you're like I am so shit at this. Like somebody
Oh,
else is like
yeah.
like that is like I'm not sure. Sometimes it's like imposter syndrome where you're like honestly confused or like in denial. Like you actually are
Mhm.
good, but like you aren't aware of it. And then like
Mm,
other times it's like how do you even consider it? It's like not good enough for your own standards. So it's not like imposter syndrome where you're like, I am not actually this thing that I am, but it's like, no, I am this thing, but I'm just shit at it. You
mhm.
know, like why am I not like meeting
No,
my
yeah,
own standard?
that's actually a big like thing that, like, I guess problem I have with like performing is, you're never gonna go up to someone when they perform, like a friend of yours, and be like, that was ass. So that means when you're on the other side and someone comes up and they say, oh, you did a great job, you never know what they're really thinking. So anytime that I've done a performance and someone comes up to me and they're like, great job, man, I'm like, oh, that was awful. I should quit right now. So, and it's part of the imposter syndrome, and also just like your perfectionism, and it's a hard thing to deal with.
Right. I feel like I've had like similar experiences where I, and that's the thing is like I feel like there's a distinction where sometimes it's imposter syndrome and sometimes it's just setting the bar too high, right?
How
And
how do
like
you think that you, as a human, can find like the difference?
oh, like how do I compare like
Yeah,
imposter
how
syndrome to
can you, like, in the moment, can you tell the difference, or is it usually on reflection that you can be like, oh, that was just,
that's
myself being myself?
that's an interesting question. It depends. it depends on my motivation in the moment, because sometimes, like especially in video games, it is not imposter syndrome. I am not like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like, oh, like I can't actually play this video game or whatever. Like no, like I can. I know I can. But I know I set the bar too high because um like I'm not achieving my goal in the game, and it's like in those moments I know I'm setting the bar too high. But in other aspects of my life, especially like career, you know what I mean, and like maybe like social ways, like that's when the imposter syndrome happens, where you're like, oh, I am not actually interesting to talk to. You know what I mean? Like I no way I should go to parties. Like nobody would want to talk to me. And in those kind of moments, there's no shot unless you like you're reflective. You know what I mean? Like later on, you think about it, because like there's kind of an idea in like psychology that, I guess how do you describe it? Give me one second. It's like, okay, yeah. So I guess I pause and think about it. The idea is that like intrusive or invasive thoughts or like things like imposter syndrome don't actually hold up to scrutiny, right? And that's how you know that they're like it is what it is. Because if you're setting the bar too high, you can scrutinize where you set the bar, but that doesn't change it, right? But if you're thinking like, oh, I am really not interesting at parties, you can actually scrutinize that idea and be like, well, actually, like people like invite me out. Like people want me to go, and they specifically
Okay.
are like interested in me. And by like attacking the idea and actually being like reflective, you can kind of like diminish it in the moment. Whereas if you're just like setting the bar too high, like you're not gonna change
That's
it. You know what I
interesting.
mean? I don't know. That's I guess my thought on it. I don't know if either of you have a
Okay,
thought.
psychology. We see you. We see you.
Okay, wait.
Go off, Dave.
We talk a lot about theater. We never go into.
No, I felt like I was listening to Caleb talk for a second. You know, you were
Jesus.
like, God, I'm so lame at parties. You know, like, oh, no.
I was the example in that actually.
Where is my hug at?
Where is my hug? Well, like
I need it
that.
ASAP.
That wasn't like a real example for me. Like I was just picking like a generic.
No, yeah,
like,
no, I
idea.
get what you're saying.
But
That's an interesting take. I like that.
mhm.
Heck yeah.
What about you? Do you have a way you can like measure what zone you're in, or are you just hands in the air? It's just
Oh God, no. That's why I'm in therapy.
there we go. Somebody else can tell you.
No, yeah,
I
that's
love that.
my brain does not function the right way.
Oh, that's how it
So
goes.
we,
Hey, this is Damien. Unfortunately, during the recording of our last segment, halfway through it, the audio cut out and we weren't able to finish it. So we had to stop kind of abruptly. And during the editing process, we thought it would be better to just add in a quick little, hey, it's basically over. We didn't get the rest of the footage, but thank you.